Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the home of the Thunder, we're broadcasting from the Chesapeake Energy Arena. For the Utah Jazz, they come in tonight after the loss to the Houston Rockets. That one was real close, too. They lost by just 2 points.
And that game featured one of the least consistent offensive performances you're going to see from them, Clark.
Yeah, no spurt ability on display at all, fellas. I mean, they needed to make a few runs, but it just never was able to happen for them.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Kyrie Irving is out there with Marshawn Brooks. Then there's Batum. Then there's Favors. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Thunder, Pekovic is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Ellis. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ilyasova in at the 3 spot. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Irving kicks to Batum. He dishes it to Favors. Kept alive. Cantor, the pass to Favors. Irving for 3. And that one's good. Irving's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice way for him to get started here early.
And, guys, hopefully a sign of things to come from him here.
Ellis kicks to Lopez. He feeds it to Ilyasova. Fade away. That drops.
Well, Thunder head coach Scott Brooks had some pretty good days in his NBA career. Actually went undrafted out of UC Irvine, but ended up playing in the CBA and then played, I think, 8 or 9 years in the NBA. Ended up winning a title with Houston in 1994.
Here is Favors. The Thunder making the shot. 5 to shoot. Brooks, he's covered by Leonard. Fires from the wing. And that one's good.
Best performances all season.
And, guys, you know, when you take a look at Ilyasova, he's unusual among pick-and-pop big man in that he likes contact. He's not just looking to stand out there and shoot threes after he sets a screen. Even though he's 235 pounds.
A bit of a statement from the Thunder to go out and sweep the defending champions. Had a couple close games in there. But to do it in Dallas, I thought, with a Game 4 series-clinching win, was pretty impressive. I know, Steve, you thought so as well.
Oh, no question. And then, of course, they followed that up by beating the Lakers and then San Antonio before finally losing to Miami in the finals. So you look at that murderer's row of opponents that they had to face in the playoffs and to win 3 series.
In Oklahoma City, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, they allowed far too many open looks in that game, guys.
Can't disagree with you there, Steve. I mean, that's exactly what did them in. They didn't apply nearly enough pressure on their shooter.
Rush gets the bucket. He got it up, and he beat the buzzer, but it's no good. And a closely contested grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. Jazz lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter, really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've gone for the Thunder. Marcus Morris is checked in for Ilyasova. Rush comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Monte Ellis checked in for Reggie Williams. And it's Norris Cole in for George Hill. Pargo kicks to Brisbilla. Clock at 4. With the clock winding down. Shots good by Pargo.
For them so far here.
You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here.
Pargo kicks to Brisbilla. Tries it from 19. That's good on the jump shot. And Steve, you mentioned Jared Sullinger's lack of explosiveness, but you look at the success, say, of Kevin Love in the NBA. Reminds you not to overlook guys just because of it.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody is enamored with the athleticism of today's players, and I am too. Heck, it's enjoyable to watch, but there are a lot of good basketball players present and
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Brooks outside. The baseline J. And Utah again with the...
He missed it.
Here's Pargo. Brooks outside. Sullinger with a screen for Brooks. Prisbilla dishes to Brooks. With 1 on the clock. And that one's good. Going with a whole new group out there. Then for the Jazz, Enes Kanter's checked in for Prisbilla. And Derek Favors subbed in for Sullinger. Hill passes to Ilyasova. Leonard feeds to Ilyasova. He dishes it to Williams. He feeds it to Leonard. Down low. To end the drought, Ilyasova hits the bucket. All those chances. Here's Pargo. Kanter, the pass to Brooks. Over Williams. No good on the buzzer beater. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Jazz. They lead by 6. 13. And coming up at the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping
here or there, but what he's really done impressively is allow the game to come to him.
They've got Ellis. Brook Lopez is out there with Pekovic. Then it's Ilyasova, and it's Leonard in at the shooting guard position. That's the move for Scott Brooks getting going.
A year ago for Kyrie Irving. And the thing you forget, he had to take the whole summer off going in just to rest his foot. Played only 11 games his freshman year at Duke. Came out and still was able to contribute right away at a high level in the NBA.
Gets it to go. Ellis against Irving. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Favors, Lopez covering. Just 5 to shoot. Favors dishes to Brooks. Puts it up from 17. That is now Marshall. He feeds it to Burks. The feed to Marshall. He kicks it to Burks. Hill's there. Burks' shot is good.
Great athlete. He may be their shooting guard of the future if he can continue to develop that outside shot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Prisbilla comes in for Enes Kanter. And Sullinger subbed in for Damian James. And Webster kicks to Pekovic. A beautiful reverse layup.
You know, guys,
Ilyasova passes to Webster. Oklahoma City moving it around. Lobs it up there.
what a play. No regular dunk there. A superb alley-oop.
And it was a great pass, too, to set him up.
No, those two have such a great feel for each other. They're just fun to watch play together.
Leonard sets a screen for Ellis. Here's the 3. They get the rebound. Pekovic with it. Ellis outside. And here is Ilyasova. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Your Jazz lead by 12.
The Jazz. 27.
Hill against Irving. Lopez, a screen on Irving. The dish to Rush. Over Kanter. Rush gets the bucket.
Well-challenged shot.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Rush. It's back to Hill. Shot clock at 6. Rush. Pass to Morris. And the lead is down inside single digits.
You know, they're just getting hammered. Who's going to knock that down?
Irving dishes to Brooks. Back to Irving. Feeds it to Favors. Trying to get back on track. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Jazz leading by 10. Margo the pass to Sullinger. Dishes to Burks. The dish to Pargo. Kicks it to James. Shot clock at 5. Over Ilyasova. The Jazz with another miss. The Thunder have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Ellis off a pick from Lopez. Ellis kicks to Leonard. Back to Ellis. Passes to Lopez. Pekovic with it. Sullinger picks him up. Shot to end this cold run. And James pulls it down.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
Here's Pargo. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Marshawn Brooks.
It's amazing, I'm the reason everybody fired up this evening. I'm exhausted, barely breathing, holding on to what I believe in. No matter what, you'll never take